you know, you had also reached out to me behind the scenes, and you had asked me to send you the name of a page that had created the 2024 top 15 Ohio breeders list,
Mm-hmm.
which
Mm-hmm.
was the Bully Spitting Podcast. Once again, shout out to them boys over there at the Bully Spitting
For
Podcast.
sure.
They doing phenomenal things for the bully community, and also one of the, if not the innovator of the bully media, as we see it today. Shout out to them, man. I've
Big
been
ups to
watching
y'all
them
for
for
sure.
damn near shit, probably almost 3 years at least, probably. I've been watching them. Um, why did you reach out to me and ask, for me to send you the page of the people that created the 2024 top breeders in Ohio list?
It's a few reasons. Um, One reason is, like you said, they've been doing their thing with these bully podcasts, and they be having a lot of different people on there with a lot of good bully information.
For
Like,
sure.
I'm a sponge.
For sure.
I'm a sponge. I'm here to learn and soak up all the game from whoever trying to put it on the ground.
Right.
I'm putting down whatever you picking up, or I'm picking up whatever you putting down, however you want to say it. That's what I'm doing.
Not to cut you off, but what you just said, shout out to them again, because what you just said is they have a lot of information, on their show, and they be giving out a lot of game on their show.
Yeah,
So
free
for
game,
people
man.
who do not know about their show, the
Tap
Bully
in,
Spitting Podcast on
tap
Instagram, the
in.
Bully Spitting Podcast on YouTube, and I believe they show goes live every Wednesday around, like, I want to say between 8 and 9. Don't quote me on it, but check them out and you will know what time. But yeah, them boys over there, they be
Hey,
dropping
for
game.
sure.
They be having a lot of
Hey, they be having people
big
on there
name
dropping
people
dropping gems,
in the
man.
community,
Dropping
getting
gems.
on there, and they be having good conversations and good talks. But once again, shout out to them. Without them kicking the door down, doing what they doing, we wouldn't be probably doing what I'm doing right here, right now. So, shout out to them,
Facts.
man.
Fact.
But yeah, back to what you were saying, as far as, like, why you wanted to,
Yeah, but like I was
get
saying,
up
like
with them.
they very informational, very informational. And then two, and the most important reason, bro, honestly, they have a list you just mentioned. Top 15 breeders in Ohio.
That might be the first time they dropped the Ohio list
Top
too.
15 breeders in Ohio. And I met one
You met one of them
at the
that was
Wild
on the
Factor
list,
show. Yep, actually met two. Cosby, James Cosby, Mr. Wild Factor. I
right?
met him. And then Baby K Bulls. Baby K Bulls, I believe that's what his name is, bro. He down in Columbus. He's out of Columbus. Doing his thing, man. I didn't seen him. As a matter of fact, the first time I seen him was maybe 3 years back, 4 years back at my first Wild Factor. Or was my first Wild Factor about 3 years back, maybe four. And he had a dog in the ring, and he was me.
Right,
New on the scene.
right,
I ain't know who he was, so he was new to me. But he was
right,
down there popping his shit, bro. Putting on.
right.
And I see him 4 years later.
He on the
He
list.
not only is he on the list, he also won something else called the Ohio Impact Award for breeders who is putting on for a city and a state. I will. I mean, hear me. I will make that list. I will. Not just because of breeding, because I put on.
Yeah,
And I will continue to put on, and I will continue to put out pressure ass litters for this city, and I will make that list.
that's I'm not quite sure of the criteria it is to make that list, but like I said, I watched that show quite a bit, and I done heard them kind of briefly discussing, the things that they look at when they making up them lists. Like you said, it's as far as, like, your presence on social
Yeah,
media. You
everything,
know,
bro. Everything. It's not
it's
just being a breeder.
right. You can't
It's
just
it's
breed dogs
yeah, and things,
and
man.
nobody else don't really know. You might got good dogs and all of that, and you might breed
Who know
well,
you?
but it take
Who
more.
are
It's
you,
it's more
bro?
that go into that.
Who are you? Who are you?
Right.
That's another important reason to go to them shows. You got to make yourself known. You got to be seen, not heard. You be seen. It makes it easier to be seen when they can hear you. That's why I'm at them shows talking my shit.
Right.
Here I go. I'm here. Cleveland here. Cleanest bitch in this motherfucker here. I'm coming. So, oh, who is that? Who that nigga over there yelling like that?
Right.
And they see this. It's a sport. Everybody gonna talk trash, talk shit. I'm good at it.
Right.
I'm an athlete. I've been playing sports my whole life. I'm good at talking shit.
Right.
We play spades in my house. And then don't nobody talk more shit than motherfuckers at that spades table. You hear me? That's I'm in there. I'm popping my shit. I'm being seen. I'm being heard. Y'all gonna know who I am. Y'all gonna know I'm here. And then now I'm gonna bring my productions into the game and showing my productions. So okay, not only is he heavy on social media, he heavy in these dog shows, and he winning these shows with his productions, shit he produced. I think those three things that might qualify me for that list.
Right.
That
Right.
Ohio Impact Award, putting on for my city and for my state. Those three things qualify me for that. I'm gonna get them, both of them. Everything else I do for the city.
Right.
Everything else, bro, is for the city.
Right.
Those two,
For you.
I want it.
Right.
I want it. And only thing is standing in my way is going to these shows.
Yeah, I actually saw them repost you too
Uh,
on their page
I
too.
I I got they see me.
Yep, I saw them
Uh huh.
repost you
Uh
on
huh.
their story.
So now I got their attention. I got their attention, and I will continue to tag them. I'm gonna continue to tag them.